Nobody expected this to happen. One moment, an entire stadium was celebrating a dramatic winning goal. The next, the hero behind that unforgettable moment had seemingly disappeared. Fans were left asking one question. How could a player score the biggest goal of his career and then vanish from the spotlight? The answer is more surprising than most people think. Welcome back to GameBlueprint. Today, we're exploring one of football's most fascinating stories. Throughout football history, countless players have become legends after scoring unforgettable goals. But not every hero enjoys a fairy tale ending. Sometimes, the biggest moment of a career becomes the beginning of a completely different journey. The player had never been considered the biggest superstar. He wasn't the fastest or the most famous footballer on the pitch. Instead, he earned respect through hard work, determination, and consistency. Coaches trusted him, teammates believed in him, and fans admired his commitment. As the season reached its final stages, every match became more important. The pressure was enormous. Supporters dreamed of glory, while the players knew one mistake could destroy an entire season. Then came the biggest match of them all. The game was tense from the very first whistle. Both teams defended brilliantly, and neither side wanted to take unnecessary risks. Minutes passed with very few clear chances. It looked like the match was heading toward a draw. But that was only the beginning. In the closing moments, one quick attack changed everything. A perfectly timed pass found the player inside the penalty area. Without hesitation, he struck the ball first time. It flew past the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. The stadium erupted. Fans celebrated wildly. Teammates rushed to embrace the match winner. Commentators called it one of the greatest moments in the club's history. It was the goal that secured victory and turned an ordinary player into an overnight hero. Normally, this would be the start of a legendary career. Instead, it became the beginning of a mystery. What happened next shocked everyone. In the days that followed, the player was nowhere to be seen. He missed interviews. He wasn't at training. Fans expected him to celebrate with the team, but instead, silence surrounded his name. Rumors spread everywhere. Some believed he had suffered a serious injury. Others claimed there had been disagreements with the club. A few even suggested he was preparing for a surprise transfer. Nobody knew the truth. However, the story didn't end there. As more information slowly emerged, people realized there was much more happening behind the scenes than anyone had imagined. Professional football is about far more than 90 minutes on the pitch. The pressure, criticism, expectations, and constant media attention can become overwhelming. Scoring the winning goal had changed his life overnight. Suddenly, everyone expected him to become the club's next superstar. Every performance would now be judged against that magical moment. Not every player is prepared for that kind of pressure. Eventually, it became clear that personal struggles had forced him to step away from football, at least temporarily. Whether it was mental exhaustion, family matters, or other private challenges, one thing was certain. Behind every footballer is a human being with battles that fans may never fully understand. Things were about to change. Over the years, football has become much more open about mental health and player well-being. Clubs now understand that even the biggest stars sometimes need time away from the game. Looking back, many supporters now view the player's disappearance with far more sympathy than they did at the time. The real surprise came later. Although he disappeared from the spotlight, the goal itself never disappeared. Fans still replay it years later. New generations continue discovering the moment through highlight videos and documentaries. That single strike became part of football history. Sometimes, one goal is enough to make a player unforgettable. Football isn't only about trophies or statistics. It's about moments that stay with supporters forever. One perfect finish, one unforgettable celebration, and one incredible story can create a legacy that lasts for decades. Perhaps that's the greatest lesson from this story. We often remember the goal but forget the person behind it. Every footballer has struggles that remain hidden from the public eye. Success on the pitch doesn't always mean happiness away from it. Years later, fans still celebrate that incredible winning goal. The player may have stepped away from the spotlight, but his defining moment continues to inspire supporters around the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible football stories from GameBlueprint. We'll see you in the next one.